Hey folks, SoloGamer here. We're going to be playing another game of Level 7 Escape. And in this one we're playing scenario Rock in the Hard Place. And as you can see, we had to set this game up with these tiles here. We put 5 guards in this room and 5 guards in this room. And here we start right here. Our objective is to get to this sea lift tile right here. Unfortunately, we can't go in this room or this room. We automatically die. So the way the rules are reading is that we're going to be exploring, and we each started with 2 threat, and it basically says that some of these things are, some of the parts of this game are kind of weird on the rules. It says, alright, guards on these tiles before lockdown do not activate or move, and players cannot attack, bull rush, or outwit them. If a player enters either tile before lockdown, he dies and loses the game, so we won't be going there. Any rules that would spawn guards, spawn clones instead. Before lockdown, activate clones anytime you would normally activate guards. If either Morgue A or Sickbay A has no guards at the end of a turn, lockdown begins. Okay. When lockdown begins, return 1 guard to play on every security tile and guard post starting with the closest to the exit. Returning to play a maximum of 6 guards, then all guards activate. After that, 3 hybrids spawn on fear tile starting with the closest to the exit. Okay, so somehow we got to get lockdown to begin so we can get these guards moving, because they're not going to move or activate until we get lockdown to begin. Now, guards start the scenario with 5 fear, clones start the scenario with 6 threat, hybrids start the scenario with 8 threat. So they're going to go after the clones and the hybrids. So I guess what we got to do is we got to move around enough, get enough clones, I don't know, build our threat to get lockdown started and get enough clones here so the damn thing's not clear. To get enough guards to get out of our way so we can get to that escape thing. I just put it like that. Alright, so the skills we got for this guy right here, he gets ex-military +1 strength, +1 intelligence. Of course, vitality starts at 5, so they get 5 adrenaline cards, and the fear starts at 3. She got a scrounger, and she can draw 2 item cards and keep 1 and put the other one back. Enduring, she gets to increase her hand limit size, so she has 6. Of course, vitality 5, fear 3, and 2 threat. There's no predetermined stack. We just had to use those tiles and then put the big stack here. And we have 10 clones on the reserves and 3 hybrids on the reserves. So, okay, I guess we'll get going. We'll start with the guy, and he'll move here. So let's see what we get here. It's 1, and I guess we'll go ahead and keep moving. And this is 2 here. And let's do an event, and we're going to spawn a clone. So spawn a clone. Okay, it says move a guard 1 tile in any direction. Well, we're not going to do that. Remove a guard that shares a tile with at least 1 clone. Gain 2 fear. Okay, well that's not going to happen, but he does gain 2 fear, so he's at 5. And then we activate the clone, and now the clone will go. So the clone will be attacking my guy here. Does he have any bonus defense? Nope. And so 3, 1. Alright, so he loses 2 cards. Okay, so it's the girl's turn, and she has no place to go but here and here. So that means that each of these guys is going to gain a threat, because every time they're in the same thing together, they gain a threat. And we gotta draw a new event card and see what we get. I think he's gonna spawn. Well, nothing. All right, so we have to move, activate a guard and a clone. Now the guards won't activate, but the clone will. So the clone will attack old boy again. And he hits 2, so he has to lose another adrenaline card. Alright, so now it's our guy's turn. And his fear is freaking up there now. 7. So we're going to go ahead and draw his cards. And maybe he can lose some of that, because we don't want... Okay, well... We'll lose 2 fear. So we go back down to 5. And we have 1 strength, 2 strength, 4 strength. But we can outwit the thing. 2, 3, 5. So he's going to try to outwit this guy. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, so he does outwit. So he can move 1. And we have here this tile. So he gets an item. Stun stick. And we have a new event. Spawn a guard on your tile. We won't. Pass a speed 3 challenge to place your character on the tile you just left. And we're going to have to, so that means we're going to have to spawn a clone, really. So we put another clone here. Which we shall. And let's do a speed 3 challenge. And no, didn't make it. So we don't get to move. And now the clones will activate. Okay, so we start with number 2. Wait a minute. Let's fix this. Okay, we start with this first clone. And actually, he has the higher fear. So he will move here to this guy. And that clone will attack our dude there. 1, 2, 3. And he loses 2 more adrenaline cards. And his fear goes up again. Okay, so it's her turn. So she has no choice but to move here. And they gain some more threat. So I'm not real clear on that, but okay. And she wants to move on. She has to outwit these clowns. So let's see here. She'll lose 2 fear. She has intelligence of 1, 3, 5. Let's see if she can outwit these guys. Oh yeah, she's able to outwit them. And she will move down 1. Okay. Alright, so let's do an event. And when we would spawn a guard, we would actually spawn a clone. So we're going to spawn a clone in her space. Okay. And first we have the fear. Pass a 3 string challenge or spawn a clone on this tile. Well, I just did spawn a clone. Okay, got it. Alright, then it says gain 1 fear and attempt a 4 intelligence challenge. If you fail, discard 1 adrenaline card for each point you failed. Okay, so gain 1 fear. Oh, I passed that, so I don't lose any. And now we have to activate the clones. Alright. So clone number 1 is going to attack our hero. And he does 3. And we move his fear up. And he goes to the infirmary. So we take him, put him in the infirmary. His vitality is going to go to 4. And his threat goes back down now. Okay, this one will then move, and clone 3 will attack old girl. Alright, and she has to lose 2 cards. And her fear goes up 1. So what do I do? Alright, well, she'll lose those 2. Okay. Alright. So, it's this guy's turn. So he'll draw cards. 4. And we will put him back. Well, we don't really have no place to go. Well, okay, I'll still move him here, which we shall do. Alright. 1, and we got to put a war thing, but that's from the expansion, so we won't be using that. Okay, he'll move him down 1 more. Well, he can get an item. And this is a stun stick. Well, he can only hold 1 item, so 1 of them, and then we'll move him here. And now we have to do an event. We won't spawn anything, thank goodness. It says roll a number of dice equal to your threat. Spawn a guard on an adjacent tile for each intelligence icon you roll. Okay, well, he only has 1 threat. And he has to spawn a clone on an adjacent tile, because we won't be spawning any guards. So there's that one. So that goes here. And then we have to do the fear one. Each player chooses to either discard 2 adrenaline cards or gain 2 fear. Okay, well, he'll gain 2 fear. He's back up to 5 now. And then we have to activate our clones. So 1 will move, and 2 will attack, and 3 will attack. Oh, she only loses 1 card. And then he'll move. Okay, so it's her turn. So let her gain some more cards. And her fear's up pretty good. And she's got to try to outwit these guys and get the hell out of there. She'll play this, lose 2 fear. So that gives her 3, 5. Alright. She'll go back down 1 more. That'll give her 6. So she'll go down to 6. Let's see if she can pass this test here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. She has to get +1, so she cannot leave that room. So we have to do an event card for her. Looks like we're going to spawn a clone. No, yeah, and we're going to activate a clone. Shit. So spawn another clone. Let's put this one here. What's that reserve pack limit? Shit, I forgot about that. Okay, so we'll put that there. Okay, we'll put 1 and 2 there. Alright. Alright, so let's activate. We got to activate the clones. So we have these clones are going to activate. Okay. And she's got to lose 2 cards. 3, 4, and 5 will activate. So 4 goes. And he has to bump his fear up. She has to bump her fear up. Ooh, 2, and he loses 1 card. Okay, so it's his turn. And he'll gain another card. And let's see here. He has a stun stick. Let me get a string. That's gained 3 fear. Shit. Okay, he'll play this. Lose 2 fear. So let's lose 2. And he'll play this one. Lose 1. Then he'll play this. Gain 3 fear. 2, 3. But his strength is now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has 7 strength. So he should be able to kill this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, he killed that clone. That clone is out. Alright, so. And now he'll move 1. Alright. Okay. And now he has this thing, the firing range here, and we have this icon and this icon. I won't spawn anything. Attempt a 4 intelligence challenge. If you pass, spawn a guard with 3 tiles away. If you fail, spawn a guard on an adjacent tile. Well, he still has a buco intelligence because of what he did. Oh my goodness, and he didn't. So I have to spawn a clone on an adjacent tile. Roll a number of dice equal to your speed. Gain 4 fear, -1 for each speed icon you roll. Well, I only gain 1 fear then. Okay. But we have to activate clones now. So these clones are attacking her. Alright, she's got to go to the infirmary. So we'll take these thread off. Put that back there. She go to the tile that goes 4. Okay. 3 moves. 4 moves. 5 moves. Okay. And it's her turn now. She gets 5 adrenaline cards here. 5. And she comes out of the infirmary and she picks to go to this room here. And she will move here. And she can get an item. It's a gas mask. And she has to do a fear icon. Pass a 3 strength challenge or spawn a clone on this tile. Alright, so she got to spawn a clone on that tile. Ugh. Which she does. Okay, alright. And now the clones activate. And we start with 1, 2, 3, 4 will attack. And he got knocked out. So he goes back to the infirmary. And he's now down to 3. And 5 will move. And 6 will attack. Alright, so she's going to play this card. She's going to gain 1 fear, but gain also 2 on her defense. Oh, that helped. She didn't take any damage. Alright, so we go back to this guy's turn. We give him 3 adrenaline cards. Frack. And we put him here. Alright, let's see here. And he has the stun stick. So he's going to attack this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost. But he does stun him. So he can move. So he will move down 1. Of course, they each gain a threat for being in the same place at the same time. And we will put this here. And we have an event. Pass a 4 intelligence challenge and draw 2 item cards. Keep 1 and put the other on the bottom of the deck. Alright, well. He didn't pass. And we have to activate now. So we activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, well that'll end it. When we come back, it'll be old girl's turn. The SoloGamer saying, see you then.